It's date night. On the French Girls Guide to Food, we are making sage and sausage risotto with Italian sausage and Parmesan cheese. It's perfect for two, but you can easily double, triple, quadruple this recipe and make it for 4 or more. Now, just like our recipe for boeuf bourguignon, this dish requires only 1 pot. We're going to use our Cuisinart Dutch oven to create this masterpiece. But first, let's get started with our sausage. Let's start with a teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil to coat our pan. I have ½ a pound of sweet Italian sausage. If you like spicy Italian sausage, you're definitely welcome to add it. I think sweet is so much better for the flavors in this dish. Let's break up our larger pieces here and make sure that we can start cooking our sausage. To this, I'll add a medium shallot that we've chopped coarsely. We're adding it after our sausage so that the shallot itself does not burn and all the flavors are incorporated together. Continue to allow this to cook down, both flavors completely immersing together, and we're going to add 3/4 of a cup of our boreal rice. This is our risotto rice, and we're going to stir vigorously and make sure that the rice really incorporates all of the fat and oil that's already in the dish. Now here comes the lengthy part. We have 2½ cups of chicken stock and ½ a cup of white wine. Add the liquid in 1 cup increments. So start with 1 cup of the combination of the two and allow the rice to begin to absorb this liquid. Stir vigorously, constantly be over your stove and stir your dish, and then allow it to sit for just a couple of minutes. Keep an eye on it, but allow it to sit. We'll add our 2nd cup of liquid. Again, this is the combination of the stock and the wine. Stir and allow it to sit for just a couple minutes. Not for a long time, just a couple minutes. So we'll stir again. We'll add our 3rd and final cup of stock and wine combination. We'll continue to stir, and then we'll allow the dish to simmer down, the rice to absorb as much of the alcohol and liquid as possible, and continue on with the process. Now I'm adding a ½ a cup to a cup of fresh apples. I have some leftover apples that I'm dying to use for this dish, and the combination of the flavors is absolutely amazing. We're adding a ½ a cup of fresh sage leaves that I have coarsely chopped, and a pinch of straight pepper, no salt. If you add any salt to this dish, it will be too overwhelming. Between the stock and the Parmesan cheese we're adding in a little bit, it's going to be too salty if you add salt. We'll stir all of these ingredients together, and with the final few moments of the absorption of the liquid that we have left, all of the flavors will combine. The apple, the sage, the sausage, the shallot, everything we've already put in this dish. Now here's what you need to look for. We still have quite a bit of liquid, as you can see in this dish. This is the part where we start to get lazy, so definitely take your time and allow the dish to really absorb the rest of that liquid. I have a 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese that I'm going to add to the final portion of this dish that'll really make it creamy. Stir it thoroughly and allow the cheese to melt. Again, we'll stir, we'll leave it for a couple of minutes, and then we'll stir. So when you're cooking a risotto, you want to make sure that you don't leave the lid on your pot. No matter what you do, keep that lid clean and far, far away. The purpose is for the liquid to not only be absorbed through the rice, but also to evaporate, especially the alcohol as well in this dish. So make sure that you never keep this covered and slowly allow all of the liquid to incorporate, stirring as often as possible, but not all of the time. Now I've sped a few things up on this video, but the whole process is going to take a good 30 to 40 minutes. But let me tell you, the end result is totally worth it. Look at this creamy risotto, the apples, the sage, everything has been placed in this dish at the best moment so that the apples still have a little bit of crunch. The sausage is completely soft, and the sage is entirely flavorful. This dish is so perfect for your date. They will be entirely impressed. I absolutely love the combination of the cheese, the sausage, and especially the sage herb to make this an absolutely wonderful dish and perfect for a nice romantic dinner for two. I'd love to hear how your risotto came out, so as soon as you made this recipe, leave me a comment and let me know. In the meantime, subscribe to my channel for updates and recipes every Tuesday and Saturday. I look forward to hearing from everyone. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time on the French Girl's Guide to Food. À votre santé.